Out in the dirt, chopping soil. We're gonna get a garden going this year. Well, went to the dirt yard, got some garden soil mix, and show you this area here. I'm getting it tilled up and plowed up. Got my tires over here. That's where the garden soil mix is gonna end up in these tires. Well, got it all emptied. Got garden soil mix in these tires. Now, hopefully, the soonest good day I have, or maybe this coming weekend, I can start planting some stuff. I would like to eventually till this out here a little further. I want to cultivate around there and give that grapevine some nutrients, but as you see, there is greenery on it, so I gotta learn how to properly care for it. But hopefully, as I get going with this, I can eventually make this a little bigger, but for now, it's just the space I got to work with, and hopefully I can make something good out of it. I'll keep you posted. Yep, what I did here, again, this is very, very unorthodox. This may not even be the proper way of putting in a rail, but right now, just doing something quick and using materials I already got, just trying to make do with what I have. I cut 2 8-foot boards 5 feet long, and I put another just offcut of something in here as a spacer, and we're gonna put this end in that hole. I put a little gravel down there. Technically this should be concreted in, but later on I am going to want to redo this with proper stuff, so I want to be able to, I don't want to have to dig the concrete out just to redo it, and when I redo it I'll probably concrete it in when I actually put the money into doing it right. It'll all get concreted in at that point. But right now I at least want to get something up and use what I already got. So we'll continue on. One thing I want to show you is when you're coming up with an angle, I like to use a speed square to mark out my angle by taking my measurement of the longest point, and I'll mark it on the board, which it just happens to be 26 inches, and I like to mark it with like an arrow or a V, and then I'll take the speed square, and where it says the pivot point is where you want to apply this at, and make sure as you're putting this down that you're using the actual lip of the speed square, so you could put this lip right here on the 2x4, and then using measurements that's on the speed square, you could take these measurements right here, and depending on the degree you put it towards it. Since I'm wanting a 20-degree angle, I'll turn this till it reaches the 20. Then I'm able to mark my line, but you pivot it on that pivot point on the speed square. And this here is one of the main reasons why I really like having one of these speed squares, And this one here with the black and the yellow, the markings are real easy to read a lot of times. So this particular one is my favorite. So ended up getting that marked. Then I could also line that up with a 20-degree angle on my miter saw. So then I'll be able to cut it properly. Well, here's the completed project. There's some stuff probably later on down the road I could do for aesthetics and to protect it. Again, this here, the way I did it may or may not be unorthodox, but it will work. I've been putting my weight up against it, and I'm 260 pounds, so it seems to give slightly, but not enough to worry about it structurally. Yeah, this here's it. I'm sorry I didn't get too much of me building it. Time was of the essence. Still got plenty more projects to do, but this is the rail I ended up putting up so my grandmother could use it to help get up those steps. Later on, I like to redo all of this and even make the steps not as deep. I was thinking about putting a ramp, but putting a proper ramp, I would either have to start up here and it would go all the way out to about right here in the driveway, or I would have to do one of those zigzag type ramps. And right now, because of money, I don't have it, so be having this here, and then plus me or my brother a helper. But at least I feel better, because this rail right here, even for my height, is a little high. So later on I might redo this one to match this one, so there's two on both sides when I get the spare money. But for now, hopefully this is better than nothing. And this down here, it's not concrete, because like I said, later on I want to redo this, so I don't want to have to dig up concrete. But when I redo it and actually spend money doing it, then I'm gonna go ahead and concrete the next one in that I put in here, because I'll probably redo the steps, and then this pole come out, and then I'll probably put a post somewhere around here. It'll be more steps, but they'll be more shallow and not as steep. But something like that I might not be able to do till next year anyway, so this should hopefully hold up till then. But thank you for watching. Just wanted to give an update on the fish tank. Got it finally all finished. Not all the fish are completely visible. Got one little guy. I think they're being camera shot. There's one there. Keely Hills Wonder, I think that's what they call them. Then my platies. Then there's my iridescent shark. My chameleon is doing his thing. Hiding as usual. Usually he hides in this little cave there, but I don't think he's in there right now. I think he's underneath the rock there. But this is the fish tank update.